Hello again. Video number 2. We're doing the base. Lots of foam. There's a hanger sticking out there. Yeah, that was my structurally sound way of making it not fall over. Oh, and that's a piece of oak. It's heavy. There was a point for that. Make it heavy on the bottom so, it holds the house. Oh, and yep, we're going to make some side foam rocky pieces. I'm moving. Oh, me snapping my fingers. I see all the other YouTubers do that. And then magically everything's completed. So I thought I'd try it. Look kind of dumb though. Just saying. A little bit dumb. Oh, look, I'm done. Yeah. Oh, time to make some rocks. Yeah. Can be quite dangerous with that razor blade. You just have to be very careful. Maybe slow down a bit. Don't go quite as fast as I'm going. I'll use a little 120 grit sandpaper to kind of like smooth it out a bit. I'm just gonna. Oh, now I'm gonna pop over here. Oh, let's glue this thing on there. That was actually really nerve-wracking, to be honest with you, because it's so final. It's on there for life now. Not going anywhere. But more importantly, it didn't tip over, so that was exciting. Oh, I'm carving little bits of stone into this platform because I don't want it to look like foam. I want it to look like stone. Oh, more glue. Oh, we're putting sides on already. Jeez. Okay. Moving along quite nicely. Lots of foam and glue. This whole base is foam and glue, aside from the hanger that's holding it all together underneath, and the piece of oak that's very heavy. Yeah, a lot of this was really hard trying to figure out how I was going to do these stairs. Again, I watched what a lot of other people did, and I didn't do any of that. Well, maybe bits and pieces of this and that. I don't know. Figured out my own way. I don't really know why I painted that, to be honest, because nobody actually sees it. But I thought it was a smart thing to do, just in case, Oh, and paper. Oh, and what you don't see later is that I kind of cut the paper to kind of do the angle of the stairs, but for some reason I didn't record that. So yeah, now it's all about just making stones and gluing them on there. Very time consuming, the stone making. Oh, we're going to skip over and do some. I must have got distracted. Yeah, I decided I wanted to make some stairs. It's probably tired of the foam. Some popsicle sticks. Just scratch them up, make them look charactery. Some more characteriness. Ignore that ding. Yeah, see, look at all that characteriness. I actually found that I like working with popsicle sticks more than I like working with the other stuff that I was using, which I can't remember the name of, and I'll have to tell you later. They cut a lot easier, especially with a dull razor. Although, I mean, you shouldn't have a dull razor. You should be working with, tools that are sharpened, because you could hurt yourself, which I find out many times along the way. Anywho, I have to make a lot of these. I'm not going to show it all to you. No, we're going to skip ahead. Yep, we're going to paint them now because it's necessary. Just some more watered down acrylic black paint, probably with a little white in there. Real watered down so you can kind of see the wood grain come through. Grain, what am I talking about? The wood color. See, look, the paper's cut. It's angled for the stairs. I should have showed you that part. Oh, more stones. Can't have just foam. Everything has to have some type of texture and character. Now I'm going to take some tin foil and give it a little bit more texture. Just, you see the little divots and everything in there? Oh, we're going to glue on the stairs now. This is very final and nerve-wracking. I pre-fit them many times before actually pushing record. That was fast. They look pretty good, aside from, a little bit wonky, but it is, it's kind of wonky in the movie, so it works. I meant to do that. This part was kind of weird because I knew the stones kind of had to be on the outside of the wall. and so it was hard to kind of fit everything in there, but moving along quite nicely. It's like a giant game of Tetris. Oh, and then I apparently decided that raisins were dangerous. If you're wondering where that Band-Aid came from or why it's there, you can guess. So I showed you a different way of making rocks. Yeah, just use some pliers and just rip it all to pieces. I think I use that technique from here on out. Just FYI, my skills with the razor, not so great. There it is, in all its glory, unpainted but ready to rock and roll. Oh, we're gonna move on to the gate thing now. The fence. I almost said fence, but it's not really a fence. It's gate. Although the fence does. Anyways, we're moving on to the gate, and yeah, it's really kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, this part was really frustrating. Not this part, but you'll see. Getting everything to like glue together properly. And see, I jumped in and just started gluing things before, I really looked at things a little bit better, because at some point you'll see that maybe the shape of the gate changes a bit without, just magically. It just, oh, look, right there. Yeah, it was just a bit too fat on top, so I had to take it apart and rebend it because it just didn't look right. But it looks better now. See, look at that, moving along nicely. But you have to tape everything down because it moves. Oh, and this glue, it's amazing, really. I really like this glue. The only thing is that the accelerator stuff that you spread, so there's the glue. And there's that Instaset stuff. It smells too good, so you know it's dangerous. So you really should be wearing a mask or something, or just have a room that's very well ventilated, because it smells entirely too good, and that's a bad sign. Just FYI, if you're going to use it, well ventilated area, be safe. Anyways, it looks pretty good. Not bad. Prior to this, I'd never really used glue or this Instaset stuff before. I see other crafters do it all the time. And I thought, oh, wow. As impatient as I am, that actually looks really nice. I think I'll try that. Oh, these oh man, the face of the pumpkin was very difficult because you can't bend a wire to that angle. And I tried with different types of wires, but it's not possible. So you had to cut each individual piece and then glue each individual triangle together, and it must be how they all did it, because I couldn't figure out another way. But it worked, I think. I mean, it looks decent. I like it. He's missing his hair, which I put on later and forget to video. So sorry about that. Now we're working on, the pillars. The pillars are important. Yes. I'm back to using a razor knife. Oh, it looks like my band-aid's gone. Must have stopped bleeding. Oh, that pen didn't work. Yeah, so we're going to use this pen. I'm going to draw out some stones, like I've done before. On here, you can't really tell, but what I'm doing is I'm going in with that razor and cutting bits of the stones out so they look all uneven and charactery. Oh, look, magic. What you don't see here is that it takes me an astronomical amount of time to actually cut these two pieces in half. Yeah. So I just jump ahead. Yay, magic. Look how nice they look. All right. Now it's time to draw more stone. There's a lot of stone drawing in this. Just showing you. Oh, I was switched to a pencil. Sharp pencil. I guess I wanted it to be more rounded. I don't know why I did that. I think it was just because my pen died, actually, to be quite honest. It worked just fine, though. That looks charactery. All right, now we're going to do the sides. Very similar, actually, exactly like I did everything else. And again, I did cut this in half. I am so getting a sharper razor. So yeah, I did cut this in half. Of course, I only showed you the end part where it actually snapped in half nicely. But it took me a while, and more characteriness and more cutting of the stones, and yay, look at that magic. It's all done. I should have snapped my fingers. Oh, now I'm going to make this thing. That cat. There's two of them, one on each side. This was a long process, and I sped it up quite a bit. But I did make them by hand. I just wanted to show you that, that it was done by hand. There's lots of twisting of the wire. This wire is nice because it twists very easy, but it's very delicate too. If you twist too many times, it breaks, which actually did happen, but I edited that part out. Yeah, so it looks flawless. I did it all in one shot. It kind of missing some of that. I sometimes forget where the camera is positioned and just keep going. Oh, it's so fast. It actually makes me a bit sick. Whew. Sorry about that. Didn't think about that when I sped it up so quickly. I just thought this takes too much time. We need to make it faster. See, right about, you're going to see me skip. It's going to be soon. Right about, it's coming up. All of a sudden, like I miss. Oh, yeah. See, all of a sudden now we're onto the neck and the head. It's because I broke the legs off, and then I had to figure out a way to get them back on there. And it worked. It was fine. And lots of twisting of wire. We're so close now. I was actually quite impressed with how it turned out. Although this was my second one. I already did the first one. It was more of a practice run that I didn't film. So close. But, see? Yeah, pretty close. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah. I do squirt a bunch of super glue on it later and spray it with some accelerate just to make sure that it holds better. And these are little plates that they sit on. Now look at that. Now actually we're ready to paint. All of that needs to be painted. It's a lot of painting. Oh, that's right. We had to make some sticks first because I forgot about them earlier. These are the ones that are going to hold the porch roof up and the front roof. I probably should have put these foam pieces on last, but I didn't. So, oh well. Oh, now it's time for the painting part. I think I'm going to let you enjoy some easy listening music while you watch the painting part. It'll be much more relaxing versus listening to my voice. Hi. We're getting close to the end, so I pop back on. And it's the fun part where everything gets glued together. I planned it out so that it would look flawless. Like I knew what I was doing. Actually, yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, and the trees. I'm gonna glue in the trees here in a second. Funny thing about that is I very much remember that there should be 3 trees, but some reason I only have 2. So yeah, you'll see later. There's actually 3. Anyways, all right, that's it. Cue the creepy music. Doop doop doo doop doop doo doop 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 doo. Yes, I decided to add a clay Jack. I made him. I did it. It was very hard, and this was actually my second attempt. And I didn't film it because I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. So here it is. Here's Jack, and he makes the house really. Yeah, that was my first attempt. Anyways, cue music. That's it, guys. I'm all done with Jack's house. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through both videos, I'm extremely grateful. Appreciate it. I'll be back again soon, hopefully with some more videos if I don't get too distracted. All right. Bye-bye.